Welcome back, everyone. Farmer here with episode 8 of our modded Tyrion campaign for the High Elves. We have started going to war against the Wood Elves since they decided to betray us and demand money. Like, you don't ask the High Elves for money, you ask the Dwarves for money. But this is our naval convoy. It is going to Altdorf, and Wolfert decided to declare war on us, and he's bringing one army out to attack us. So we're going to have to deal with this if we don't want to lose our convoy, which this guy's pretty high level. He's level 8, so I don't want to do that. But let's go. Wolfric actually getting frisky. He's wanting to come after our naval convoy. We have our work cut out for us. A lot of our units are damaged from previous battles. Luckily for us, not all of his units are at full health, but it is quite a bit. He's got 4 units of Berserkers along with the Icer Marauders. These guys have Rage, so they can get really nasty bonuses if they get into combat too long. But the flanks are being swarmed by Norscan Warhounds along with some Marauder Horsemen. As soon as we get our range into position, we are going to try to kill these Berserkers as soon as possible. We cannot let them get into melee or else they will shred our units, even the Silvering Guard, unfortunately. But our handgunners, now that they've set up, trying to get this Marauder Chieftain who is on a chariot. So hopefully we can get him pretty low before he gets into melee. But Marauder's going down pretty quickly though. They don't have shields, so they will take pretty good focus fire. Ironhill Gunners from Cathay trying to get some nice shots on the Ice Marauders. They are much better at close range, but the elevation is kind of making it hard for them. We are actually fighting in water too. I didn't think about that. Ooh, but there's some axes from the Rudder Horsemen trying to go down. We are protecting our flanks with what we have, which is a few unit of halberdiers and some rangers who are slightly more health than some of our other units. But our halberdiers here are protecting some of our archers. Marauder Chieftain actually took a fair amount of damage from the first couple of volleys from the handgunners. But here we have our big showcase for this battle. It's our first use of the Merwyrm. This is actually a summon from one of our Phoenix Court seats. We'll start to see him in combat a little bit. Poison attacks, bonus versus infantry, does cause terror, and has regeneration. But the Marauder Hunters and their anti-large missiles, along with these throwing axes, are going to take down the Merwyrm very, very quickly. But that's okay because it is a summon, so that means they're not damaging some of our actual units. But Prince and the Silvering Guard going to come help out over here because this flank is falling very quickly. These halberdiers don't have charge of inserts all, unfortunately, so they are going to lose to these Norscan Warhounds, but it's all about buying time until we can kill the Lord. And over here, these other Rangers doing okay, but got our work cut out for us. These halberdiers are holding up like champs, though, against all these guys. Warhounds are trying to push into our backline a little bit. Our units are in guard mode, so some of them should keep firing if some of them get to melee, but Chieftain was trying to get on top of our handgunners a little bit, so we pull them out, and hopefully we can get a really good volley here. Going down, 400 HP. Well, the Norscan Warhounds do get through our halberdiers, though, and they're onto some of our archers now, but the Marauder Chieftain, 2 HP. Come on, one more volley. Yes. The Merwyrm goes down, though, partially from being shot, also from being a summon. But our Prince is doing his best to hold this formation over here, because all we have are these Oathing Seaguard with shields. They're actually holding up pretty well, though. But we started to do a fair amount of damage to the Norscan army. I think we've broken enough of their units and damaged them to where we are going to get the victory, but just by the skin of our teeth. Look how many damage units we have that are just on the verge of death. So very, very close, but we pull it out of the jaws of defeat. Well, that was a pretty costly battle. We almost lost several units. And this army is not an encounter army, so they do have the chance to attack us again. We want healing. Oh, come on. I don't want that caravan to die. Not caravan, convoy. Then over here, when the Wood Elves attacked us, we dealt with them in auto-resolve, and our army is almost healed all the way back up to full, so pretty good. Let's keep down Quartermaster, and then Renowned Feared. That should let us start to make a lot more money per turn, and we have a lot of the unique regiments of Renown unlocked, so we should do some fun stuff with them. But I'm going to give you your last point into Champion of Hoeth, because now you get Martial Mastery, along with better missile block chance, so that's fantastic. Caradrian, don't really care about the line of sight right now. Let's just give you more melee defense. Mage. Oh, we can get some of the unique skills. So Kadai's Ward gives leadership and a small ward save to nearby units. Kadai's Will gives magic attacks and vigor whenever we're casting. Let's do the ward save and leadership.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
Now that we've taken out the Sisters' main army, the Witchwood shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. We're going to attack the army that's outside of it. Okay. It should be in range to reinforce still, which is fine.
Seal.
I guess we can just auto-resolve that one, actually. Should be able to, yeah, sack it for a fair amount of money, so I want to do that. Oh, come on! We never have enough movement range to occupy it after sacking. That's okay. We'll take one turn of attrition, but it was worth it for the amount of money we gained from it, so. Finish off Quartermaster. Okay, for our Noble, now that we've got his Champion of Hoeth maxed out, what do we want to do down here? So Courtier would give us influence per turn and more buffs to leadership. And then he gives melee defense himself and reduces... Well, that's okay. That's pretty good, actually. Gives himself melee defense and damage and melee attack to himself and nearby units, but he also reduces enemy melee defense, leadership, and speed. That's pretty good. Explorer, you give the accompanying army more movement range. You do get speed and hit points. And then you just get more melee attack and cooldown of Foe Seeker. For Marshaled Artist, you get big boost to your combat stats along with magic item drop chance, and then you get some passive abilities. One that gets you more damage when nearby units have wavering leadership. The other one just gives you speed and freezes vigor when you're out of melee. Okay, cool. And then when you're charging, you get more charge mass and charge bonus, along with melee defense, plus more leadership, melee defense, and a bonus for large to nearby units. That's hard to choose. I don't always keep our noble near friendly units, so I don't think I would go with this one. This one's pretty good since we use him kind of as a character assassin. I think it's between Marshaled Artist and just Veteran. Let's do Marshaled Artist. For melee defense, our mage. Let's get Kadai's Will. This is the one that gives buffs when casting. So that's great. I actually do want to keep this stuff because it does have a nice landmark here at Val's Anvil that we talked about in the previous episode. Let's keep building up this. We're going to save our growth to hit tier 3 with that. I forgot. Marble reduces construction costs for local provinces. Let's do that.
Noble son of Ulthuan.
Let's go down
You
to
have my attention.
Celadra
Without
Tor.
question.
Tor actually means city, if you didn't know that, in Elvish. Eltharin. Speed, let's put that on our Lord himself, because he is mounted now. And armor piercing damage on our... Actually, what is the armor piercing damage on these guys? Okay, they do a lot of armor piercing. So let's put it on some spearmen then.
You will never hold us.
And I think we were going to save his growth to get to tier 4. Yeah, let's do that.
Orders understood.
Hey, oh, okay, now we have the Vampire Coast from Siloster Deer Fun coming towards us. Looks like she's going to come in force. You do have our allies to help support us, but we're definitely going to lose the Shrine of Canaan to our Anlek, because they're not built up at all. And we have Count Noctis down here too. I have the gates to protect myself. If they want to go through the other allies' territory, that's okay, but I can't lose stuff down here. Alistair comes back in a turn. This guy can never get past tier 1. We get an Archmage. Yeah, let's do an Archmage. The Lore of Life. If we want to go for the high influence trait, you get targeting range for spells, which is nice. And you also get an overcast spell of Uranon's Thunderbolt, which is a really good spell. We're going to give you Incendiary. Go for the one of the slightly worse traits. What about High Magic? High Magic has some healing too, and I love High Magic. You kind of have the same thing, although you can get buried. Let's do the Lore of Life.
High Elven Archmage.
Okay, and to fight Vampire Coast, we definitely want stuff with shields and missiles. So let's go full Spearman to start off with.
High Elven Archmage.
Get some Lothran Seaguard. Actually, we'll do these guys locally because they're cheaper locally, and then we'll do some Spearmen globally. Okay, down here. Let's upgrade Torfino first because it does have an iron trade resource. Let's build up the Phoenix Gate since I can afford it right now, and I'll worry about this stuff later.
Noble son of
Leveling you up,
I will do
though.
my duty.
Let's finish off Quartermaster. And how's our convoy doing? Let's level him up before he gets attacked again. Let's look at his army, though. Okay. Hostile water, so we're not replenishing. Man, that last battle hurt. What do we even have that's still high elf stuff? We have Rangers and Silvern Guard. There's something that we can get for both of them. Militia Master, this benefits Rangers. Yeah, let's do that. And he's 2 turns away. And hopefully in safe territory now. Let's take a double look over there. Yeah, he should be in safe territory now. We have contact with some of the Empire now, so let's hope that we can actually start trading with some of this stuff.
I will listen, but my time...
Right now? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to build up the Eagle Gate too. We have the funds for it. Oh, I should have looked at the Phoenix Court, because we got a big boost to grandeur. You might be able to afford some of the more expensive seats in some of the other tiers. Oh, the other Dreadfleet army converged on Lothern. They were going up towards Yvres, but it looks like they decided to come down and team up with Noctilus. See if I can get it to show it over there. Because I should double check to see if he's actually at war with Yvres. Convoy encounter. Okay, it's actually not a battle, but you could spend influence to get Talisman of Preservation. Heck yeah. It's a really good item. Okay, Alistar's back. Yeah, let's see who they're at war with. Ooh, Port Elistor too. Unusual location, which one? Blessed Monastery, which gives, character experience gain, faction-wide, and load recruitment faction-wide. Cool. Okay, so they're not at war with... Okay, they're not at war with Yvres, so they're going to come at me in force.
Archmage.
Lothern? I can't really see what's in this army. What we can do is... Let's see if we go out to sea if it gives us a little bit more. Okay, we're going to attack him just to see what's in there. We can retreat and pull back. Mortars, sirens. Okay, nothing crazy. Can you make it to Ingerial? No, you cannot make it to Ingerial in one turn. Or you might. It'll be close.
Magic in purest form.
I'll lose the other stuff if I have to. I don't want to lose Lothern before it gets a tier 4 too. Let's get you some more. Let's just get basic archers this time. We can recruit some regiments every now and if it comes down to it. Let's upgrade your gold mine and our marble production. We're going to save our growth. Arnheim. Let's get control going. Oh, they're just bypassing Tor Anlek? Uh-oh. Location of Hoeth. Because I wanted to save this if you were going to fight Nikari, but that might not actually matter anymore. Let's do the Invocation of Hoeth. I don't ever really use this one, but give some nice experience to our spellcasters. Let's take Iron Spike. Okay, you probably won't have enough movement range to sack and occupy something. So I'm just going to occupy. Because yeah, I guess that's not bad. Because we could sell this to Hexawaddle.
Brave and true.
This guy's almost level 22, level 16. Nice. Let's just go Merchant Lord, increase our income from trade. Speaking of... Nope,
The
no.
Sisters of Twilight.
Okay, let's finish off the Wood Elves. Those backstabbers.
Kill them. There is glory to be won.
Goodbye.
Tyrion, what orders?
Okay, we want control right away, because we'll get growth very slowly without it. And we can get control or growth from Provincial Command. Okay, next level up you get Ashtari, which he'll be really good once he's mounted. He does lose a little bit of armor, but let's give him more melee defense, because that's pretty much always the best option. Forest Cloak is not a good item. But I think we have another common... Yeah, we have two of these that I would like to get rid of. Ooh, Trickster's Helm, that's a good one too. Dragonbane Gem is just fire resist. This is 15% physical resist, which actually is kind of nice right now. I'll leave that one as is. Let's get our Archmage. Let's give her the Vortex Shard. And Trickster's Helm. Talisman of Preservation. If we have to fight for Count Noctis, we'll definitely need help to do that. Discord.
Protector of the Everqueen. Ever vigilant.
Let's give that to you, actually. Glittering Skulls is okay. This is more useful, though. We just don't have a whole lot of characters at the moment. Once we can start getting a much more characters, heroes, then we'll make good use of this stuff. Let's give you the ward save.
Awaiting order.
How do the lizardmen feel about us, though? Okay, they're pretty neutral still. But they didn't like our war with the Wood Elves. That's okay. Okay, the Phoenix Court. What can we go for? Missile resist for White Lions and Great Eagles. This is just buffs for Handmaidens and Wood Elf stuff over here. Experience return for mages. Experience return for lords and nobles. Plus diplomatic relations with dwarves and lizardmen. Or influence return and reduce one's magic cost for overcast spells. I actually like the experience return for casters. Okay, and down here,
True magic. High mage.
we'll actually get Lothing Seaguard. They're better in melee. Hopefully they don't go up here, but that's part of the reason I haven't spent money on that. I expect to lose these two settlements, but that should be good for now. We're making a fair amount of money per turn, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm curious what the Vampire Coast is going to do down there. Marathi's still pretty weak. We've kept her on the back foot. Taking the ancient city of Quintex is going to be hard, though. Oh, he actually attacks Lothern. With the two armies, he has a lot of mortars, but I think we can be okay on this if we deal with them. We don't have any cavalry. Oh, yes, we do have some as... Ow, come... What? Oh, if you guys don't know, I absolutely hate this map. Oh, never mind. This isn't the Lizardman map, is it? Okay. Yeah, we can auto-resolve it. And get medium casualties, but they most likely will have a lot of stuff survive. I'm just going to auto-resolve that one. I think we'll be okay. Yeah. I think that's the better choice anyway. Let's take... Grandeur per turn, because the more grandeur we get, the faster... Oh, wow. It came straight for the Phoenix Gate. That one I'm going to take the money and influence, though. Because that's a garrison, so they can't get any traits. I'm very surprised they actually made that attack. I guess with how many siege weapons they had. Oh, Illyrian is at war with him. Okay, yeah, we will assist you in the battle. That'll get us some more experience for our Archmage. We still have to go down and actually take the Galleon's graveyard, though. Dragon Tooth? Oh, so that's interesting. We got it. That's from our caravan. We got Dragon Tooth, which is actually a really good item. Let's give that to our Sea Helm. Oh, I guess he has this ability which does buff his missiles a little bit. Yeah, that one's fine on him. Do we want it down here?
Trained by the White Tower. Bring them.
I'll make up my mind afterwards. We'll have you go and wipe out this army.
The winds of magic guide us. Lowly beings, entirely without value.
Level 9. Wow, you gained a lot of experience from those battles. Let's work on your healing first. We definitely want Life Bloom, Earth Blood. I like Flesh to Stone more because it gives physical resist. And let's get Regrowth in the Dwellers Below.
High Elven Archmage.
Build up your Winds of Magic a little bit, and then we'll work on going down here and finishing off the Dread Fleet. We have enough growth now. What do we actually want to do with it, though? Do we just keep saving our growth to try to get tier 5? I think so. I think that's the better option. Okay, the Shrine of Remembrance, get you to tier 3. Oh,
Never. No,
I didn't expect her to come down this way. Ah. Yeah, they bypassed Tor and look at the Shrine of Cain. Interesting. Okay, let's put Alistair here. Or maybe we want something with magic attacks.
I think not.
Because she has physical resist. And she's not on her crab yet. I guess none of them have magic attacks yet, so let's do Alistar.
Prince of Elfwa.
And let's get you. We need to use some of these units that we haven't had a chance to look at a lot yet. So the Maiden Guard, these are basically handmaidens made into a unit, so they have anti-large and melee, fire, and that'll be really good. Fire attacks and magic attacks. These are all really expensive, though. We have something that's slightly cheaper. Let's get, like, the Pure Main Company have Sundering Armor. We'll get the Caledonian Dragon Gate Guard, along with Talons of Torquilada for the missile attacks. This has a pretty decent garrison, so we should be able to fend her off with the support that we have in there now. You better not take the ancient city of Quintex from me, because that's the last thing I need in this province. Let's see how much the Lizardmen would pay us for Iron Spike. Oh, we could actually go straight to a military alliance. Let's do up to military access. And we still get a bunch of money. Because I don't want an alliance with them. But this will prevent war, at least for a little bit. Okay, build you guys up. Arnheim. Leakhold Fortress. Let's do the Forest of Arnheim, since it does have timber.
I await
Wait, why are we taking a... oh, Slaanesh Corruption, that's right. I guess if I march you, we can get into the settlement. That's not a big deal. Let's get another caravan going out, though. Okay, this one you could get some Lizardmen units. Ooh, Yvres, I definitely want this, because we can actually buff High Elf stuff. Whereas we can't buff Saurus. So let's do the Yvresi Marine. And we have Wolfric, who's at war with us up there, so I don't necessarily want to send a low-level convoy over that way. We have a rogue army in this area. We could go to Cathay again. Or let's go this way to Libaris, who has been taken out by Krotgoer. So, no more Tomb Kings. The Fortress of Vorag, let's do that. And I don't want to spend my influence, because we're almost at the point where we can recruit a bunch more heroes once we get your rest built up a little bit. Not your rest, Lothar. Ah. Okay. Tyrion. Who are the Tomb Kings? They're at war with the Beastmen.
Tyrion, heir of an area.
They have the Temple of Adawaith. Trying to remember where Clodagh Spire is, if it's over here or if it's up in this area.
It shall be done.
Let's go up here. Tomb Kings sound like a fun enemy too. You don't usually fight them very often as the High Elves, so let's keep going down your spellcasting abilities.
Servant of the
Ooh, Ketchup is right here too. We can get his defeat rate,
shield of
which I
Allah.
don't quite remember what it is, but I think is it magic item stuff or is it miscast stuff? Okay, well, let's have you start to recruit some units to actually get
I
archers.
second this.
Oh, we can build up our outpost too. Let's do that.
Infused by Hoet's
Now, I care less about Illyrian than I do Eurus.
high elven
So
art.
let's do Eurus. Silastra Dilfan. I didn't see what happened with the army of Ilaria. Looks like she tried to attack the ancient city. Hopefully she got defeated, but dealt quite a bit of damage to the garrison. That would be nice. The ancient city of Quintex is actually a really good landmark. It makes a lot of money. It has good faction wide bonuses, along with obsidian as a trade resource. So, okay, she decides to besiege Alistar.
Time for action. Guide me,
Marathi's back though.
noble son of Ulf.
Ah, we can't quite make it there in one turn.
A noble and worthy cause.
So let's come into the edge of friendly territory and mistrap because we can actually heal a little bit in that.
Valiant.
Oh no, I want to spend my growth in, Lothern. Okay. We definitely want the Elven Court first because that's the whole reason we were trying to get up really high. I definitely want to get a Lore Master as soon as I can. And we'll see what money we can make.
Shield against the darkness.
Do we have contact with the Beastmen? Yeah, we can't join war against them, so... Sorry, Catsup. You're just a target of opportunity, so... Plus your army's kind of weak, so we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Close victory, actually. I guess the Tomb King's main problem is normally their leadership, but with them getting significantly better leadership because of our experience mod. Yes, that makes sense a little bit. I don't want to loot and occupy it because this is part of a province we own. Yeah. Ashtari, nice. We'll have to see him in action.
Tyrion, heir of an area.
Tyrion's level 31. Let's get 1 point into Mentor. And more research rate. I guess this is going to benefit our spearmen and stuff. We're just about hitting rank 7. Does this also benefit
Orders.
Loth and Seaguard? No, they benefit from favorable winds. Okay. We don't have any Phoenix Guard or White Lions in your army. So let's just do Elven Scholar. Keep going down. Martial the Artist. We might want Miss Resist, although the Tomb... Well, I guess the Tomb Kings have like Ushapti Great Bows, which can have a fair amount of armor piercing, but... We'll worry about that in a little bit, once we actually see what kind of stuff they have to throw at us. Yeah, Quick-Witted.
The Reaper.
And...
I bring Azurian's fire.
Ulfun.
Oh, you pass right by the Galleon's graveyard, though.
Trained
That's
by
not
the
great.
White Tower.
What about you?
Your de-
You had a close victory. Yeah, again, no mobility in the garrison. We haven't really fought a battle, besides the very early... we'll worry about it later.
Strong leader is needed.
I want money, though.
Your word.
Yeah, so Silostra gives miscast base chance and Winds of Magic power reserve. What does Hierophant Khatet give? Immunity to Desert Attrition and Sandstorm Attrition and Winds of Magic power reserve for the army. Okay, that's not bad.
Defender of the Phoenix Throne. My prowess is needed.
Oh, dang it, I took the wrong battle option.
Protector of Elfwan.
Okay, well this stuff is still safe, apparently.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Going to Merchant Lord and then Iron Disciplinarian. What we're gonna do actually is we're gonna send his army up here. I'm gonna get rid of the regiments over now, but we'll give him a small force, and then through military presence we'll get more control and hopefully get some growth going. But Lothern, I don't really need phoenixes at the moment. Ooh, we need to get a dragon mage, so let's do that. And then for our last slots, we could get handmaidens and sisters of Avalor now, so let's do that one too. Do I need this anymore? It's giving a bit of extra income from the Port of Lothern. And influence per turn. It's okay for now. Is there something else we really want to build here? I guess an Elven Forge. No, we'll keep it as is for now.
Master of
And
magic.
you... Your army's kind of expensive. I'm going to bring you up this way,
Do not
actually.
tarry. Haste is folly.
I'm going to get rid of your spearmen. Save on money a little bit.
Prince of
And you can probably meet up with... we don't need... If she's coming up here, we don't need Alistar anymore. That should give us more income. Because we don't have to worry about supply lines quite as much. Okay, we could get one of these. I'd like to get the White Tower first because it gives more income from all buildings.
Order must be maintained. Assa noble. At your service.
Okay. Convoy's okay at the moment. Hopefully it doesn't get attacked. I really want the Elven Court to get finished as soon as possible so we can get the Maritime Empire. Oh, Marathi actually comes out and fights us. Her army's not that great, but some of our units are pretty damaged. Let's fight this one, actually. Marathi attacking the Sea Helm, which is kind of a mistake, most likely. Ooh, but there's the Doom Bolt from her... her item, the one of Kadarian, which almost wipes out some Lutheran... Or actually, Sea Company, actually. It's not quite as bad. But, ooh, we're getting some actually nice shots for the Sentinels of the Glittering Tower. Finally, they're getting some value. She does try to get into melee with our Sea Helm, so we actually land him to avoid that. And so she's just going to get torn apart by missiles. Let's see if our bolt throwers can finish her off. She's got 300 and something HP. Oh, there we go! Finally! Thing actually feels like it's working now. One kill, almost 1,000 value just from Rathi's suite. But the Dark Elves have a fair amount of units. They were not quite as aggressive because a lot of it is missile units, but these Dread Spears and stuff got annihilated on their way up. A lot of the Dark Shards do have shields, so they are actually going to trade okay with our range units, since only the Ship's Company, Sea Company, I always say that, Ship's Company, Sea Company, same thing. These guys do have shields, although they have lower armor, but... Ooh, big shot there. Yeah. I don't know why it feels like it's working now, but that was amazing. So now we've got the multi-shot rounds just annihilating these harpies. But in the back, we have two Reaper Bolt throwers. We're trying to get some shots off. This one was in the woods, though, so some of the shots may be getting blocked. But our Sea Helm going in to tie up some of these units. Harpies coming in. There are two units of Sisters of Slaughter somewhere. Oh, there they are, coming up in the back. But Marathi just does not have enough for how much firepower we have. Trying to target down these units as quickly as possible. We have our Keepers of the Stones, the Regiment of Renown's Silvern Guard. These guys are unbreakable. They have Grim Discipline, so they're much more offensive than regular Silvern Guard. And they have a formation, which we can use if we want to, but we'll try to get them into combat, show them off a little bit. Over here, Dread Spears coming after some of our Spearmen. Sisters of Slaughter going after these Spearmen. Sisters of Slaughters are actually really, really good units, especially if you pair them up against high tier infantry. They will actually trade up most of the time. But they came to battle pretty damaged, so they lose the Spearmen with a little bit of archer support. Most of the Dark Shards have gone down. Two Reaper Bolt Throwers barely alive still, although they are managing to get some shots off in the Spearmen. Now that we actually see them clumped up around our Sea Helm, we're going to try to support him a little bit more with some archer fire. And our, the Glittering Tower Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower actually being awesome. 1400 value, 62 kills. And Marathi's army crumbles beneath the might of the Sea Helm. Ah, Marathi. She got shot to death. We're gonna heal a little bit over the intern. Ooh, we got a nice little banner. Banner of Illyrian gives speed and Wayfarer. Let's put that on the Lord. And this speed we'll put on the Keepers of the Stone. I want money though, because we are getting to the point with Lothern being higher tiers can be very, very expensive to upgrade stuff. So I know why I say I'll always try to like save up, but I say that, but then I never do it. I always end up spending the money on something else, but maybe we'll actually do it for once this time. Our convoy can get a battle against Chaos. They have 3 Marauders with great weapons, 2 Chaos Warriors with halberds, and Chaos Trolls. Atheltamara Faith Bearers have Frenzy. Decent melee stats. We don't have a lot of armor piercing, but the Trolls don't have armor, so we should be able to deal with this. Forces of Chaos coming after our brand new naval convoy. 2 units of Chaos Warriors with halberds, 3 Marauders with great weapons, along with a unit of Chaos Trolls and a Chaos Lord. This guy can be pretty hard to kill in melee, very heavily armored, great stats. But we have a pretty decent army to deal with what they're coming at us with. We have 2 Atheltamara Faith Bearers. Pretty cool that we have them in the caravan. So these guys are pretty heavily armored, 90 armor, plus they have Frenzy, so they're going to be able to do a fair amount of damage in melee. We have this little choke point that we're going to try to funnel them into, but they are coming around this side with a few of their units, some of the Chaos Warriors. So we have set our Lurking Seaguard with shields on this side, along with some Rangers who can kind of plug that hole if they decide to come after us too much. But right now we're just trying to focus down some of these units. I was aiming initially for the Chaos Trolls, but I guess I misclicked and hit these Marauders instead. So we're going to send our Prince out to get the Chaos Trolls so they actually don't get their charge bonus against our Atheltamara Faith Bearers. Because these guys don't have charge defense, so it's not something we want to absorb a charge from. Even these Marauders with great weapons are kind of bad on the charge, so we are going to get our own charge in. Chaos Lord coming in after the Prince. Trolls getting some nice attacks off, but this is a cool matchup. You don't see this very often. Norska usually doesn't invade Oathwand, but now the Trolls have come in. after we very quickly rout those marauders. But they have started to take a fair amount of damage over here. Chaos Warriors with halberds trying to get over there, but we actually start kiting them with our rangers. They keep trying to chase them, so we kind of move them back and forth, gets them to have their back turned actually, so they'll start taking more range fire. But these guys are just getting annihilated by our focus fire from all of our archers. We've broken the trolls now. They did get a few arrows to try to scare them off. But our prince actually doing a pretty good job fighting this Chaos Lord. The Ethel Tamar Faith Bearers helping out. They don't have amazing armor piercing, but with Frenzy, they do have a fair amount of melee attack. But we're going to send them over here to help against these Marauders and other Chaos Warriors. On the far side, Chaos Trolls coming back. They still have 10 models left. Luckily, we've been able to hurt them quite bad, so they still have a lot to recover from regeneration before they are not at risk of losing more models. But these Rangers chasing down the Chaos Warriors, getting some nice value, killing them off very, very quickly since they got so beat down by the arrows. Atheltama Faith Bearers trying to help kill this Chaos Lord, but some Marauders do come back and get a few of them in the back, which is not great, but not terrible. Yeah, pretty even match here with our Prince and our Chaos Lord, actually. He's getting kind of rocked, actually, with the combination, but we pulled these Atheltamar Faith Bearers back because they'd started to take a few casualties, which we want to avoid that since this army usually does not heal in a traditional manner since it is a convoy. But we've broken the back of the Chaos Army. Use that time to run some of these guys down just for a little bit extra experience. Pretty solid battle. I don't know how many tough battles we're going to have to fight with this caravan, so we're going to take the healing. Athanor is on his Skycutter mount now, which is pretty cool. Operation Scout. More armor for Spearmen. Mistwalker stuff. This benefits a lot of units. That's very, very nice. Now we can do Recall Colonists, which would be cool because it reduces upkeep faction-wide for Lothian Sea Guard and Sea Rangers along with their recruitment, but it gives 15% more income from ports. That takes 8 turns though, and we're only waiting a couple turns till this is open, so let's go for one that we're going to want afterwards. Probably Mass Charge. This gives a melee attack buff for lots of good units, so let's do that one.
High Elven Archmage.
You're coming up here.
Must have patience.
I'm not going to worry about the landmark there for now. Let's build up. Are we at max? Okay, we're at max control, so we're getting the bonuses from that. Is there anything else actually I want to build up besides that? Because we pretty much have everything we want at Lothian for now. Walls Anvil we definitely want to build up. Get some iron going. That. I'm going to build up Ulthuan settlements first rather than colony stuff, if I can.
Weaver of spells.
Okay, I think we'll just wait on that for now.
Standing by. Direct me.
Hey. Oh, cool. You get something for Merwyrms. Something that's just unique to them. Okay, Seaguard Traditions will give bonuses for Lothian Seaguard. This is for Ships Company and Silverhill Marines. Let's just finish off trade resources. And see what the attack looks like here. It's probably going to be a pretty difficult battle since we don't have any magic. Oh, only Pyrrhic Victory? We'd lose some Spearmen? Let's do that. Ooh, we could sack it for 10,000, but I don't think we'd have enough movement range to occupy it afterwards, so we're going to occupy it instead. Marath has been dealt with. Oh, we should look to see if we can recruit any more heroes before we spend that. Lothern, I guess we might be waiting for things to finish building first. Yeah. So, yep, let's spend that money at building Grey Rock Point.
I will serve you.
You're level
You have my
18.
attention.
Faster. I guess this benefits a lot of our units anyway. Let's do that one. And I think we can get rid of at least these 2 regiments of renown,
Son
since they're
of
pretty
Ulfric,
expensive, and just get some basic spearmen. And Tyrion,
servant of the king, not possible.
you're going to keep moving
Elif, watch over me.
into Tomb King's territory. We have another army up here. Who's that? Is that Wulfric? Oh, it is Wulfric.
Not.
Interesting. I did not expect that. Any more trade? Nope. And we have enough to get another seat on the Phoenix Court. It looks like the AI is having a harder time actually getting enough grandeur to unlock these. This gives experience return for lords and nobles. Let's do that.
Master of high magic.
Yeah, I'm curious. That's very interesting that Wulfric has come all the way down. But he just gets stomped by Elthari and the Grim, apparently. Man, when's Malekith going to make contact and begin his eternal war against us? I'm very curious as to how he is doing, because Nagaroth has survived, but from what I remember when I look in the diplomacy screen, they weren't doing amazing. Great Rock Point, get an unusual location, which was the sword dwelling. Ooh. Let's get rid of that one. I don't want that. Nagaroth, yeah, you're pretty much almost wiped out, so and you're at war with so many people. So he'll probably not last very long. But that's a great spot to end episode 8, guys. We'll pick it up in episode 9. Finish off the Vampire Coast, bolt the Dreadfleet, and say Lost or maybe we'll keep going against the Tomb Kings and have some more fun. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a great day.